Let's get right into it. Action-packed weekend of sports. College football delivering as always, guys. Two huge upsets this weekend. So I want both of your takes, both your reactions on the bigger upset. Danny, what are your thoughts? Bigger upset, Kansas over Oklahoma or Georgia Tech over UNC?
I'm going Georgia Tech over UNC. From the beginning of the season, I have said that Kansas is a dark horse team in the Big 12. I think they still might be in the running for it. They need some help along the way, but I really like the talent on that team. It's a good veteran team, and they have a lot of really good quarterback play out of their backup. Bean, I think is his name, to keep them in the running. So I mean, Georgia Tech, they're just like a lower program. I don't have any respect for UNC. Like, I mean, their players are fine, program's fine, but like, I just don't have any respect for them in big games. They just don't ever perform in the big games. Maybe it's an ACC thing for them. I don't know. But I have a lot more respect for Kansas and their talent than I do for Georgia Tech or UNC. So I'm not surprised by Kansas. I just think that, Georgia Tech over UNC was maybe the bigger win.
Corey, your thoughts on what Danny had to say and who you thought was the bigger upset this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to say that Kansas had the bigger upset this weekend to me. I get the Georgia Tech is a lesser program, and I also wasn't real high on the Tar Heels. By the way, Tar Heels fans, Danny's address is, and you can pull up. But wow, no respect. That's tough. I didn't think they were that good either. To be honest, they were a little overhyped. But Oklahoma, that's a bigger team to beat. That's a bigger win. I know Kansas is better than Georgia Tech, so I get that aspect of it. But that's just such a big win. That's a tough win. That's it for me. Georgia Tech is a smaller team playing for them a bigger team. But I think North Carolina was a little overpumped, a little overhyped. So I'm gonna roll with Kansas.
Yeah, I like what you guys said there. For me, Kansas is the bigger upset for college football. We're excited for the 12-team playoff, but right now, as it sits with the 14 playoff, beating Oklahoma opens up so much. Every one-loss team all of a sudden just got life. So there's a lot to play for, especially with Michigan State. Excuse me, Michigan and Ohio State still having to play each other at the end of the year. This just gave life to every single one-loss team, kind of still in the hunt. You look at Oregon, who just dominated Utah, right? They're right back in it now. So teams like that, Texas, again, life again for the college football playoff. So I thought that this gave a lot of life to college football. Real exciting for the end of the season.